Morning everybody, welcome back to another morning with Proverbs. Hope you're feeling blessed this morning. For those that are new to this is where we share a short 2-minute video sharing from the book of wisdom, otherwise known as the book of Proverbs, written by the wisest king that ever lived, King Solomon, who asked God for one thing. When God said to him, asking me anything, I'm going to give it to you. He never asked for more money, fame or power. What he did ask for was more of God's wisdom and more of God's understanding, knowing that that's what really brings about success in this life. So that's why we have the book of Proverbs, so we can share in that godly wisdom, so we can have success in our lives and show other people how to be successful too. So let's really get into this. We're going to be reading from chapter 19, verse 3, and it reads this: "A man's own folly ruins his life, yet his heart rages against the Lord." Right? Let's really look at this last week, or the last couple of weeks. We had the atrocities in Boston. We had the atrocities, obviously, in Bangladesh and things like that. And you only have to turn on the news and you see murders, you see rapes, you see corruption, and you see all these things. Now, a lot of those things are at man's hands, but a lot of us in our hearts, okay, will blame God and say, do you know what? Why, God, would you allow this to happen? Like, you know, sometimes I hear, like, God, why would you allow all those children to suffer? Why would you allow innocent children to die? Why would you allow there to be wars? Why would you allow this? Why would you allow that? And we blame God for a lot of things that are on man's hands, not God's. Well, here's the thing. Now, why would you do that? Now, why would Solomon say that we do this? One of the reasons is that we live in a blame culture, okay? And the thing is, when we run out of people to blame, we can blame God because a lot of people don't hear from God. So it's an easy scapegoat. But the reality is, a lot of the troubles that we see in this world are self-inflicted, okay? Look at, when I look at my life and I think all the things that where the troubles in my life, a lot of them are self-inflicted. I've just got to be real with you, okay? And if they're not inflicted by me, they're inflicted by other men, okay? Or other women, or whatever it may be, okay? Never have I ever thought, do you know what? God has been at the root of my troubles. Never, not once, okay? So here's the thing this morning. Before we look to blame God, okay, who we feel not going to answer us back, really look at our lives and say to yourself, have I been stupid in my life, which has caused my life to be in ruin, whatever that ruin is, okay? And here's another thing. If you take responsibility for your folly, okay, you can change it. But if you blame the world and you blame God, guess what? You can't change it. So take responsibility today for whatever's happening in your life. You take responsibility. And let me show you something. Don't worry about what the world's doing. Change your own world, because if you change your world, you begin to change the world. All right? So God bless you. As we always say with Gen Hope, God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our gift back to God. So go out there and be blessed, but more importantly, go and be a blessing. God bless you. See you soon. Bye-bye.